Welcome back. Harrison County is going big for July 4th, all centered around the nation's birthday milestone, hence the music. County leaders unveiled plans today for their Freedom Festival. Our Andrew Culver is showing us how the county will honor 250 years of the red, white, and blue.
Ron McGregor is a board member on Harrison County's Planning Commission. He and his wife, Dianita, have lived in East Texas since 1978. He says Marshall's historic downtown area is the perfect place for surrounding towns to come join.
We feel very united with that. All the different races and different political ideas and things under one government.
I think Marshall is representative of some of the smaller communities. You'll see the enthusiasm.
July 4th celebrations will kick off with the Patriotic Parade in downtown Marshall at 3:30 in the afternoon. Live music from local and regional bands will play throughout the evening. The day will conclude with a drone show near the historic courthouse at 9:30. The city compared the upcoming celebration to Marshall's festivities in 1976 on America's 200th birthday. Mayor Amy Ware was born that year. She says the celebration this year may reignite that nostalgia for some.
People talk about them still with such great fondness in the community, and that people kind of came from all over the United States.
Invite your friends, y'all come right here and celebrate with us.
Ware says they've been planning these events for over a year.
See you then.
This is the only 250th anniversary that I'll see. And it's a great time for the nation, I think. A time of unifying.
Andrew Culver, KLTV 7 News.
Ain't that the truth? The commission is expecting about 10,000 people there. The event is free if you'd like to go.